been the talk of the town, and now that all eyes on the lovebirds as they are officially a married couple, we give you the timeline of their story.
He was launched by the Dharma head honcho Karan Johar in 2010, while she made her acting debut with Fugly in 2014. Years down the line, both Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani shared screen space in Shersha in 2021. And this almost felt like it was always meant to be.
जिद्दां ना होया मेरा विआह विक्रम नाल ते फिर मैं कदी किसी भी नाल प्यार ना करांगी.
Though the couple has been tight-lipped about their whirlwind romance, their love story, more often than not, has become the talk of the town. Be it an event, an award ceremony, or even a chat show, all eyes have also been on the lovebirds. If you jog your memory, it was Salman Khan who had teased Siddharth Malhotra about his marriage plans when he visited the sets of Big Boss 16 to promote his film Thank God with co-star Rakulpreet Singh.
सिद्धार्थ, शादी मुबारक हो. कितना प्यारा डिसीजन आपने लिया है. प्यारा डिसीजन लिया है. और किसके अडवाणी क्या हो रहा है मेरे को यार? किसके एडवाइस पे लिया आपने ये?
हाय, आप और शादी के सजेशन दे रहे हो?
सुन लो जानम टीनू नहीं करना चाह रहा है. मैं जानम और टीनू को बचपने से जानता हूँ.
जी बिल्कुल, मेरी गुड फ्रेंड. शादी कब, कहाँ, किसके साथ भाई
होगी? यू कांट टेल. जब तक हो नहीं जाए
जी,
जब तक हो नहीं जाए यू कैन नॉट टेल के किसके साथ होगी, और उसके बाद भी यू कैन नॉट टेल के किसके साथ और होगी.
नहीं, शादी तो एक ही बार करनी है बस. आई थिंक एक ही बार. क्वालिटी ओवर क्वांटिटी.
या एक ही बार उसके बाद कभी नहीं करना.
उसके बाद एक ही बार गलती करना.
That's right. After showing off their abs on national television, Salman got down to advise Siddharth to start maintaining his abs, hinting at his wedding.
शादी मुबारक हो. कितना प्यारा डिसीजन आपने लिया है. प्यारा डिसीजन लिया है. और किसके अडवाणी क्या हो रहा है मेरे को यार? किसके एडवाइस पे लिया आपने ये?
हाय, आप और शादी के सजेशन दे रहे हो?
सुन लो जानम टीनू नहीं करना चाह रहा है.
This, however, wasn't the first time the actor was teased or asked about his marriage plans. In fact, during the promotions of his film, Siddharth, in an interview with India Today, had opened up about the ongoing marriage speculations, though he ultimately shrugged it off by saying that if it has to happen, people will know.
Really be bothered about. If I was getting married, I think it's very difficult to keep it a secret today. We realized that, some way or the other, it would stem out.
During Jug Jug Jio promotions in Delhi, even Kiara was put on the spot when Varun Dhawan, in an exclusive interview with India Today, was asked about his best friend Siddharth's wedding plans.
I started my career with Sid, and I feel Sid is very mature, and I think he'll make a very, very good husband. So, yeah.
For the unversed, the link-up rumors of Siddharth and Kiara started doing the rounds after they began shooting for Shersha. In 2019, Kiara and Siddharth were seen flying to South Africa to spend their New Year's together. And while the couple did not reveal that they were together on a vacation or even shared pictures on social media, their fans were quick to connect the dots and put up similar pictures that proved they had a gala time during their getaway. What's more, Siddharth and Kiara have also been to Maldives for New Year's in 2021, and then they were also spotted in Dubai together in 2022. After vacationing with one another, the couple decided to take the relationship to the next stage. They introduced their parents to each other. In fact, reports suggest that Kiara had invited Siddharth and his parents to her home for an intimate dinner. And in 2021, Kiara was also seen meeting Siddharth's parents when they had come to Mumbai. There were also strong breakup rumors for a brief period. The couple, however, was soon seen together on a few occasions, and one of them was Karan Johar's star-studded 50th birthday bash. Reports suggest that the filmmaker is extremely close to the couple and was not very happy with the news of their separation and had decided to sort it out between them. Cut to August 2022, Karan had officially confirmed Siddharth and Kiara's relationship on his chat show.
So now that you're dating Kiara Advani, any future plans?
I'm manifesting it today.
That you'll marry Kiara Advani?
Sorry?
ये बड़ा बीबा मुंडा है.
And by the end of 2022, the duo sort of made it official when they returned to the country after bringing 2023 in Dubai. Well, we only wish the best for this new couple in B-Town. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani are both outsiders but have really carved a niche for themselves in the industry. So as the couple have embarked upon a new chapter in their lives, let's take a look at their cinematic journey.
Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani. Both were outsiders, but what also was common between the two was their dream. A dream to make it big in the film industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ayan Kapoor. ये हो क्या रहा है?
मेरे साथ तुम रहो.
Perhaps that was also what they really worked hard towards over the years, so much so, it's now at least safe to say they created a niche for themselves.
बस वही तो खराबी है. कुछ ज़्यादा ही safe है यार.
Siddharth was born and brought up in New Delhi. After passing out from Don Bosco School, the actor graduated in BCom from University of Delhi. He was a ramp model during his college days, and not many know that he even worked as an assistant director in 2010 on the sets of Shah Rukh Khan's starrer My Name is Khan. What came as a breakthrough in his career was when Karan Johar launched him as an actor in 2012 with Student of the Year along with Arya Bhatt and Varun Dhawan.
तू बहुत बड़ा.
जानता हूँ. चौ की मात्रा तो एक की मात्रा या आ की मात्रा, right?
His charm worked more than his role as Abhimanyu Singh, a competitive outsider in an elite boarding school. Post this, he never looked back.
मुझे अपनी मंजिल साफ नजर आ रही है और मेरे रास्ते में अब कोई नहीं आ सकता.
Siddharth was seen in 2014's Hasi to Phasi alongside Pariniti Chopra. And in the same year, he also featured in Mohit Suri's Ek Villain, which in fact elevated his career furthermore. He even starred in several films including Brothers, Kapoor and Sons and Bar Bar Dekho.
रात को तो मैं दिल्ली में था.
While he also had a slow phase in between with his films underperforming, what came as a miracle in his kitty was another Dharma-backed film, Sher Shah.
Lieutenant Vikram Batra. Sir. Your code name is Sher Shah.
This biographical action film based on the life of Kargil war hero and Paramveer Chakra recipient Vikram Batra got him long-due recognition. But that's not all. What's even more interesting is the fact that this film sort of played Cupid as he met his lady love Kiara Advani on the sets. This was their first ever film together, and the real-life joy turned into a real one.
जिद्दां ना होया मेरा विआह विक्रम नाल, ते फिर मैं कदी किसी भी नाल विआह ना करांगी.
Now, Kiara was born to a businessman father of Sindhi Hindu descent, though her family on the maternal side are from Muslim and Christian background. She started from Cathedral and John Convent School and later attended Jai Hind College, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Mass Communication. She began her acting career with multi-starrer Fugly in 2014. It was a commercial flop, but the actress charmed her way into her fans' hearts. She then did a supporting role as Sakshi Rawat in MS Dhoni The Untold Story, and this further got her to limelight. While Kiara also acted in Machine in 2017, It was not until 2018 she got her breakthrough when she signed her first project with Karan Johar. She was seen in Netflix anthological film Love Stories, in which she starred opposite Vicky Kaushal as his sexually dissatisfied wife. Kiara then even tried her hands in Telugu cinema in 2018. She appeared in Mahesh Babu starrer Bharat Ane Nanu, which was directed by Kortala Siva.
Hi, sir.
The film turned out to be one of the highest grossers of Telugu cinema, and this got her to sign another Telugu film, Vinaya Vedya Rama, with Ram Charan. Kiara's most talked about film, however, was and still is 2019's Kabir Singh, in which she essayed the role of Shahid Kapoor's love interest Preeti.
आज कौन सा लेक्चर है?
Anatomy.
Come, I'll teach you.
Thereafter, she featured in films including Good News, Guilty, Lakshmi, and Indu Ki Jawani. 2022 was also lucky for Kiara, as when all the films were failing to leave an impression, she delivered 2 hits. Multi-starrer Jug Jug Jio
मैं बात कर रहा हूँ ना?
कब?
and Kartik Aaryan starrer Bhool Bhulaiya 2.
बुरी लगने लगी.
मुझे भी तुम बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं हो.
She was last seen in OTT film Govinda Naam Mera, which garnered mixed reviews. As far as Siddharth and Kiara's other projects are concerned, the former has Mission Majnu and Yodha, while the latter will be seen in Ram Charan's RC15 and Satya Prem Ki Katha with Kartik Aaryan. With Gyanisha Malik and Dipali Patel, Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani's wedding will catapult the duo into becoming one of the strongest brands in the country. Let's now take a look at their combined net worth in the special report by my colleague Saurabh Khanna.
Siddharth Kiara wedding will catapult the duo into becoming one of the strongest brands in the country. The duo lit up screens when they featured in Shersha for the first time.
अगली बार लौटे करना तो बस मेरे लिए आना.
In fact, during the promotions, the duo kept fans engaged with several reels and videos, much to the delight of their fans. Siddharth and Kiara have not only emerged as two of the finest talents in the industry and have been the preferred choice of advertisers. The couple has been cashing in on the buzz surrounding their relationship and have starred in several advertisements together, commanding a premium fee. Siddharth made his Bollywood debut in 2012 with Student of the Year and within a short time has managed to carve a niche for himself. He's the face of many eminent brands across categories including FMCG, lifestyle, and smartphone segments. Siddharth reportedly charges a fee of rupees 3 crore and his boy next door attitude and connection with Gen Z has made him a darling of brands. As per reports, he charges around 6 to 8 crore rupees per film and even earns 1 to 1.4 crore rupees a month. Siddharth stays in a luxury house in Pali Hill. His 3-bedroom apartment has been designed by Shah Rukh's wife and interior designer Gauri Khan. And coming to the cars, he owns a Range Rover Vogue, which is worth 2.26 crore rupees, and a Mercedes ML 350 CDI, which set him back by 66.97 lakhs. From cosmetics, shopping portal to fitness, Kiara too has several endorsements in her kitty. Her earnings per endorsement range between 1 to 1.5 crores, while she charges about 3 crores a film. Her social media influence has grown since her debut. She's considered to be a fashion icon by many, and her versatile film choices have ensured that she's a wide reach. Even her appeal to a cross-section of people is undisputable. Kiara is often spotted in her Mercedes-Benz ET20D, which cost around rupees 60 lakhs. According to reports, she is also the owner of a luxurious apartment in Planet Godrej skyscraper, which is worth 15 crore rupees. If reports are to be believed, Siddharth's net worth is close to 100 crore rupees and has since a year-on-year increase of 4 to 21%. Meanwhile, Kiara's net worth reportedly stands at over 25 crore rupees. That makes their combined worth a whopping 125 crore rupees. And post their marriage, Siddharth and Kiara would join the big league of Bollywood's super couples, which has been dominated by Ranveer Deepika and Anushka Virat. But can they become India's most sought-after power couple in the country? Only time can tell. With Saurabh Khanna, Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Well, do you know that Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani are planning to move into a sea-facing bungalow after their wedding, and Sid has even shortlisted a few properties? Well, here's the complete story.
Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani's wedding has been talk of the town. And if there is one thing that their fans are eagerly waiting for, more than even the first glimpse of the couple as a husband and wife, is to know about their abode together post the wedding when they return to Mumbai. Siddharth and Kiara are currently situated at their respective residence, which is a lavish apartment in Pali Hill and in the high-end Mahalakshmi neighborhood of Mumbai. However, according to sources, the Mission Majnu actor is all set to move into a bungalow and has even shortlisted a few in Juhu. He has a criteria that the property should be sea-facing, as his Bandra pad gives him an unrestricted view of the Arabian Sea, and the actor is not willing to change that. Siddharth, meanwhile, has also got an eye on a bungalow in JVPD, which is said to be spread across 3,500 square foot. Sources are suggesting that this property comes with a fat price tag of 70 crore rupees. However, Siddharth will want to check out all the shortlisted houses again before zeroing in on one. After their shadi, the couple will be moving into his Pali Hill residence till the dream bungalow is ready. Fans will also be interested to see the future collaborations between the two, whether it's endorsements or movies. As the norm is, when the two leading actors tie the knot, their collaboration becomes the most anticipated one. Case in point, Deepika Padukone, Ranveer Singh, Alia Bhatt, Ranbir Kapoor are just some of those names. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Well, that's all we could pack in our special broadcast today. Keep watching In the Club from Monday to Friday at 2:30 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. only on India Today to get your daily dose of entertainment.
Roses, gifts, mushy letters, soft toys, yawn, yawn, and a very big yawn. So cliched and been there, done that. Travel can be a good activity to even reconnect, talk, and spend time without the push and shove of everyday routines. But where? If your Valentine loves the hills, choose a quiet getaway, which is not a regular resort or a hotel, and get nestled into the valley with nature around you. If you both enjoy the water, skip Goa and do something fun and out of the box. Then there are cities which are known for their romance. But which ones are they, and are they even worth it?
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Try some of the puri sabzi. This is going to be my political breakfast. How many seats are you out of 60?
I always say about 50.
The mood of Tripura is against the BJP.
और 5 साल देखना है क्या होता है. There is no democracy at all.
Pradyut has decided to give me extra sticky rice.
PK chai Tripura wali. Great Indian tradition.
Nightmare earthquake bleeds Turkey. Heartbreaking human tragedy unfolds. Images of suffering, hope, and redemption. As India helps Turkey pick up the pieces.
Indian Army personnel who are deployed here.
India Today reports from Ground Zero.
Some voices can be heard in this debris.
The only channel in the quake zone.
Most of them are fractures. They have been buried under the rubble for more than 3 days.
Thank you, Indian people, for helping. Thank you, Indian people.
With cameraman Kripal Singh, Turkey, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
Watching India Today.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome to India Today. I'm Paulami Saha. These are the headlines we're tracking at the top of this hour. Prime Minister Modi in poll-bound Tripura makes big up ki baar phir se BJP Sarkar page launches Chanda attack at the opposition.
आज त्रिपुरा के कोने कोने में एक ही आवाज है, एक ही नारा है, एक ही जय घोष है. फिर एक बार
Another arrest in Delhi liquor dangle. Enforcement Directorate arrests YSR CP MP Magunta Srinivasula Reddy's son Magunta Raghava. His arrest comes days after former auditor of KCR's daughter K. Kavita was arrested by the CBI.
Lieutenant Governor versus Kejriwal saga explodes. LG removes AAP nominees Jasmine Shah and Naveen Gupta from private discoms board. Calls appointment illegal. Politics erupts over UP Investor Summit. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath hosts top tycoons. SP Chief Akhilesh hits out questions investors' background. Rescuers push to find survivors of disaster of the century as toll nears 25,000 in Turkey and Syria. India to send 4 more NDRF teams. India Today, only channel on Ground Zero.
Somebody inside thought he heard a noise. The moment he heard something, every machine went silent. A lot of people whistled, and that was the signal, and there was total silence.
And the big breaking news that's coming in at the top of this hour, India has in fact won the first test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy in Nagpur. India has in fact thrashed Australia by an innings and 132 runs. In fact, Ashwin was one to pick up a 5-wicket haul. In fact, in the second innings, Australia was bowled out for 91 in the second innings. As far as this first test match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy is concerned. So that's a big piece of breaking information that's coming in at the top of this hour. My colleague Rahul Rawat is joining us live at the moment. Rahul, of course, a piece of, excitement as far as Indian cricket is concerned. What were the highlights of this match, Rahul?
Of course, this was a very highly anticipated series, and a lot was being talked about. But the way the Indians came out, the Australia first bowling out Australians for just 177 on day one, and then getting to 400 on a wicket that was very tricky, to be very honest, because the Australians perhaps did not lose the game here on the ground, but they lost it in the dressing room itself, because whatever was being talked about, of course, from their media, amongst their players also, I think that also had a lot to do with that. But not taking anything away from the Indians, the way they bowled, they batted, and today, after taking a lead of 223 runs, then wrapping up the Australians inside one session. So their Australia's second innings started post-lunch and ended just at the stroke of tea. So they lasted just for one session. Just 91 runs is what they could manage in their second innings. And it was a very, very miserable show of cricket as far as the Australians are concerned. But mind you, not taking anything away from the Indians, the way they batted, they bowled in both the innings, the first innings and then second innings. Ashwin taking 5-wicket haul in the second innings. Jadeja getting the job done in Australia's first innings, getting a 5-wicket haul after a comeback into this Indian team following an injury layoff for 5 months. That's an incredible performance. Rohit Sharma, on a wicket where it seemed that the spinners will dictate the terms. He got a brilliant 120, his first in a long, long time in Test cricket. First as a Test captain for Rohit Sharma. A very clinical performance by the Indians. And Australia, they didn't pack a punch at all in this match. And it's just, a 5-day game wrapping up inside 2.5 days. And often we would hear that the wicket is bad and, the conditions were not favorable. But I don't think that things were that bad, because the Indians bowled well. They got out Australia out cheaply in the first innings, just 171. This after Australia had won the toss and had elected to bat first. In conditions like this, it is always beneficial to bat first. But the Australians found the going tough there because the Indians, even the Pacers, the Indian Pacers, Mohammad Shami and Siraj got 2 early wickets. Then Jadeja, Akshar Patel and Ashwin continued with the good work. And thereafter, the second innings, Rohit Sharma getting that 100, Akshar Patel getting that 84, missing out unfortunately on that maiden century. And then Jadeja also coming good with the bat, and thereafter with the ball. This is an incredible show by the Indians. And by the way, we are also expecting India and Australia to face each other in the final of the World Test Championship final. So you also take a psychological advantage if India win this series.
Okay.
And the manner in which they play today, if they continue like this, they will take the psychological advantage there.
Okay. All right. Rahul, just stay on with us because we're getting some more breaking news that's coming in at the moment. This concerns Ravindra Jadeja. The news that's coming in at the moment is that Ravindra Jadeja has been fined by the ICC for breaching the ICC Code of Conduct. 25% of his match fee is what Ravindra Jadeja has been fined. In fact, for applying ointment on his finger on day one of this test match. In fact, also one demerit point has been added to Jadeja's disciplinary record as well. Rahul Rawat, my colleague, continues to be live with us. Rahul, give us more details about the ICC action against Ravindra Jadeja.
Well, that's right. In fact, I'm in Nagpur and I was there. I saw everything being unfold here in front of me. Because what happened? See, Jadeja was coming into the game after a long injury layoff. He had not bowled for a long time, 5 months to be precise. He just He just bowled in one Ranji Trophy game a couple of weeks ago. So he had soreness in his fingers, in his index finger. So what he did, he asked Mohammad Siraj, who was stationed at the boundary rope, he asked him to get an ointment. Siraj took an ointment, not the tube, but just the ointment, and got it for Ravindra Jadeja. Jadeja picked it up from his palms and rubbed it on his index finger. Of course, the only mistake perhaps that he made was that he did not inform the on-field umpires. That is the reason why the ICC has fined him 25% of his match fees, and this is the breach of that ICC code of conduct that is contrary, it says, to the spirit of the game. So that's the mistake. That's the only unfortunate part that has happened for the Indians here. And of course, Jadeja wasn't too happy with that, and nobody should be after what happened. This is on day one, that is day before yesterday. And after that, he also appeared before the ICC match referee who's present here, Andy Pycroft.
Okay. Also, there was, of course, there was this huge uproar in Australian media accusing Ravindra Jadeja of ball tampering. At least what has been found right now, as you've just explained to us, Rahul, is that he, of course, because of feeling some sort of soreness in his finger, he applied that ointment.
That's right, Pauline. That's because they was trying to indicate, trying to prove or suggest that he was tampering with the ball, but that was never the case, especially being a spinner. With that ointment, he couldn't have done anything. And this is the version that came from the Indian team, and we were the first ones to report about it day before yesterday. That it was a simple case of applying ointment on his finger. So that is, he had swelling also in that index finger. So it was a pain relief ointment, and Jadeja didn't inform, or maybe he thought that it wasn't necessary. But being a senior player, he should have. That's what the ICC says, and that is how things stand right now.
Okay. Rahul, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Rahul Rawat, of course, reporting from Nagpur, where India has won the first test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. News coming in right now, and this time from Karnataka. Political news that's coming in. Things are heating up in Karnataka now. Former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, has in fact attacked Amit Shah, the Home Minister, and said that his visit to the state is a complete waste and Karnataka will defeat BJP and bless the Congress. He said that corruption is skyrocketing under the Bharatiya Janata Party. Remember, Karnataka is slated to go into elections in just a few months from now, and already things have intensified in terms of the showdown between the BJP and the Congress leading up to those very crucial elections. Now, former Chief Minister of the state, Siddaramaiah, attacking the Home Minister and saying that his visit to the state is a complete waste. Karnataka will bless the Congress party and defeat the Bharatiya Janata Party. He's also accused the BJP of corruption, saying that corruption has skyrocketed under the present state regime of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Anaka is joining us live at the moment. Things only heating up and intensifying there, Anaka, in terms of the campaign for the Karnataka elections. Now, former Chief Minister of the state, Siddaramaiah, attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Home Minister.
Absolutely, Paulumi. And right now we are standing in Puttur, where we are on standby for Amit Shah to come. He is going to deliver a speech here to woo the Kannada voters. And there are about 25 to 30,000 people gathered over here. So indeed a massive muscle and power flex by the BJP party. And remember, and I'll tell you why Siddaramaiah has tried to make this statement. And this is not the first time. Even last time when Amit Shah was here and when Nadda had come, he had made a statement saying that even if Nadda comes, even if Amit Shah comes, or be it BL Santosh, or be it even Narendra Modi, no matter who comes to Karnataka ahead of assembly polls, the people of Karnataka have made up their mind, and they have decided that Congress will come to power, is what Siddaramaiah is saying. And this is not the first time. He appears to be really unfazed, or that is the image that he is portraying himself to be, that he is unfazed, that these tall leaders, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has come to Karnataka about 4 times now just ahead of elections, and this is Amit Shah's second visit. First was in Mandya to woo the Vokaliga voters, and now he's in Puttur, followed by which he'll be going to Mangalore. So we have seen leaders after leaders from the BJP High Command coming down to Karnataka for the assembly polls. And while this is happening, Siddaramaiah is painting an image as if he is unfazed by these tall leaders arriving. Of course, from the Congress, we had Priyanka Gandhi come here, but that was just one visit called Na Nayaki to Bengaluru. But other than that, we haven't really seen other tall leaders from the Congress High Command come in. So that is why Siddaramaiah has resorted to, this kind of image portraying where he's unfazed by these tall leaders.
Right. Anaga, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Anaga, of course, reporting on the political face-off between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Congress in the run-up to those very crucial and much-watched Karnataka Assembly elections. We've got more breaking news that's coming in at the moment. Now, Bahubali actor Rana Daggubati is in legal trouble. This after a man has allegedly filed a complaint that he and his father, Rana Daggubati, and his father, Suresh Babu, were threatening him to vacate a piece of land. This is a land grab case which has been filed. A complaint has been filed against Rana Daggubati and his father, Suresh Babu, by a man who's complained that he was being threatened by the father-son duo to vacate a piece of land. Listen in to reactions that are coming in.
In the year 2018, November, the negotiations have come to one conclusion, and the rate was finalized for 1,80,000 per square yard, which was comprising to 18 crores 12 lakhs, of which I have paid 5 crores as an advance for the same property. Once this was done, he was supposed to get the property registered in less than 3 months. Then I've been understanding that he's been taking all the other excuses that he's not able to do it. Then I had to approach my advocate. We had to wait for another 3 months. Then we understood that his intentions are not positive, and he's been taking all the lame excuses. In 2021, he allegedly did what? He has registered the property for a valuation of 9 crores. The property got registered to me. The property was, I have done the property agreement sale for 18 crores in 2018. In 2021, he has done the property registration to his son to kill the remedy for me, to kill that specific performance remedy. On November 3rd of 2022, he has sent 10 to 12 people just to forcefully evict me, and he just badged onto our property. That's where I've approached the Banjarals police station, but I got to know that he's, with the influence and with the dire influence that he's got, he's already managed the cops and all. So I had no other option to approach to the court and express the entire narration that what I have done to you, and court has taken the cognizance, knowing the remedies.
We've got more breaking news that's coming in right now. This is from Jammu and Kashmir, where there is an anti-encroachment drive which is currently underway amid tight securities. In fact, many shops and commercial centres have been demolished. Opposition has now upped the ante against the Jammu and Kashmir administration. The anti-encroachment drive, in fact, is taking place in Malik Market in Jammu's Narwal area. So an anti-encroachment drive which is being conducted by the administration of Jammu and Kashmir in the Narwal area of Jammu region. My colleague Sunilji Bhatt is now joining me live from Jammu on this. Sunilji, give us a sense of why is this anti-encroachment drive being conducted, and why is the opposition in fact targeting the Jammu and Kashmir administration over the same?
Well, Pallavi, the message from the J&K administration is loud and clear that, encroachments that have been made on state land will be, removed, and the state land that has been occupied by influential people, that land is also going to be retrieved. So in the last fortnight, we have seen, whether in Jammu region as well as in the Kashmir Valley, anti-encroachment drive is on, and top politicians, their premises have been targeted, their premises have been demolished, because the allegation was that they had occupied state land and they had built their structures on the government land. So J&K administration has intensified the anti-encroachment drive both in Jammu region as well as in the Kashmir Valley. Today in Jammu city, we saw that in Narwal area, there was a demolition drive that was on. Last week, there was violence during the anti-encroachment drive, but this time this, demolition drive was conducted under tight security. But Pallavi, this has become a major political issue here in Jammu and Kashmir, with parties like PDP, National Conference, alleging that the government is, targeting the innocent people of Jammu and Kashmir. It is, snatching land from them. But the government is saying that that there are politicians and former bureaucrats, former legislators who have occupied the land of Jammu and Kashmir, government land of Jammu and Kashmir. They have built shops, commercial complexes, as well as their residences.
Okay, so it's turned into a political face-off as well. That is, in fact, that anti-encroachment drive which is being conducted by the administration in Jammu and Kashmir. Suniji, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. We're slipping into a very short break. On the other side, rescuers are trying very hard to find survivors of the disaster of the century, the earthquake that has shaken Turkey and Syria, as the toll has crossed 25,000. Details on the other side.
You are watching India Today.
तो जैसे सबसे तेज आपकी टैगलाइन है, तो इसी तरह से सबसे तेज हमारी सरकार की लाइफलाइन है.
Thank Mr. Puri.
I thank you for giving me the chance to address you.
Terrorism now a global issue.
The First Lady position is so unusual.
Never in my career did I ever see that love and affection in any other country than we saw in India in '79.
Pakistan has been responsible chronically for association with sponsorship of terrorist groups.
Operations continue in Turkey, and at Nurdagi with us is Tomris. Tomris, what can you tell us about the operations that are happening here?
Actually, also our Turkish people are very sadness because nearly 10 cities, actually hide and seek. So we are very sad, and I am. Thank you for Turkish people, Indian people, because we are helping for me. And this place is the you see very bad, and nearly 20,000 died people in Turkey earthquakes. So very sadness, and thank you for all helping all world, and extra Indian people is thank you.
Ambassador, what kind of assistance does Turkey require? What did it seek? I'll begin by saying that soon after the news of this terrible tragedy was received, our Prime Minister announced all possible assistance to Turkey in this difficult moment, and in the same message, conveying deepest condolences, all possible assistance, and subsequently the Turkish side approached us with specific requirements, and in that context India has deputed NDRF teams for search and rescue operations, and also an Indian Army unit to set up a field hospital in the Hatay province of Turkey, which is fully functional. It's functioning at its full capacity. Given the nature and scale of devastation that you see here, I think it's very hard to predict what will be the numbers, and the amount of assistance that is required. But what I can say here is that India will remain responsive to the needs of the Turkish people here.
You are watching India Today.
And Syria continue to bear the brunt of nature's wrath. In fact, hope dims for finding survivors, as in fact the death toll continues to rise in the tremor-hit region. On Friday, the death toll climbed to 25,000, over 25,000, claiming that words are not enough to describe his country's pain. Turkish President Erdogan has said that search and rescue efforts would continue until no one is left trapped beneath the rubble. He said more than 6,400 buildings had been destroyed, and that Turkey aimed to build new 3- and 4-story buildings in the region within 1 year. The security forces have paced up the rescue operations as well. Meanwhile, India Today continues to be the only channel to be on ground zero.
Son tespitlerimize göre hayatını kaybeden vatandaşlarımızın sayısı ülke genelinde 19.388'e, yaralı kurtarılanların sayısı 77.711'e ulaştı.
In fact, as far as the rescue efforts are concerned, there are certain obstacles and hardships that the teams on the ground are facing, because broken roads and bridges in Turkey are delaying the movement of relief effort and rescue teams. Roads and rail lines have been severely damaged in the 7.6 magnitude earthquake in Turkey. India Today team, in fact, reports from the wrecked road connecting Nurdgi to Karma Marash, the epicenter of the earthquake. Take a look.
5 days after that devastating earthquake here in Turkey, the extent of damage unfolds virtually every day. For example, this road that connects Nurdagi onto the road to Marash. Look at the damage on this road. It's not just that a part of the road or a bridge collapsed, but here the ground, it just split wide open, as you can make out in these images. The ground just split here, and there is a wide gap on the road as is visible here and in several other parts. So vehicular movement came to a complete standstill. It's been restored on one side. In fact, it's not just the road here, but even the rail track that was damaged. So movement completely restricted in this part. But once again, the effort is to get wheels moving as quickly as possible so that relief supplies can be sent to different areas. So fuel, food, relief supplies, all of them through multiple channels are now being sent to all parts of the country, which might just be a very long process on the road to rehabilitation. But the devastation is all too visible for all to see. With cameraman Kripal Singh from Nurdagi towards Marash in Turkey, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
And that's wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thanks for watching.
You are watching India Today.
Bonnie Kapoor took to social media to announce that the biography on his late wife and actress Sridevi is in the works and will release later this year. Speaking about the same, he called his late wife a force of nature. Titled as The Life of a Legend, the book will feature the key aspects of Sridevi's life and career. It will be published by Westland Books. The actor had passed away in 2018, leaving a void in the industry. And on her 5th death anniversary, her popular film English Winglish is set to release in China. The drama marked Sridevi's comeback to films after a long hiatus of 15 years.
English tuition? I can come in?
You may not.
But
you need to ask, may I come in?
English Winglish had gone on to become India's official entry to the Academy Awards in the Best Foreign Language Film category for 2013. The story of the film revolved around a housewife who decided to take up English lessons in the US after being mocked by her husband and daughter.
She was born to make laddu.
I, Shashi, from the India.
No, Sashi, not from the India. From India.
Why India, not the India? Why America, the United States of America?
In her illustrious filmic career, Sridevi had acted in as many as 300 films.
Here's the Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner look. Full pouty, juicy lips, Botox, hourglass figure, and basically filled up cheeks and a lot of injectables on the face. Well, they may deny or accept, but no one miraculously gets this look. You get the drift. Now comes Bella Hadid with a slimmer silhouette on the face. Again, she never got that miraculously. Buccal fat removal is the latest trend in Hollywood.
Buccal fat removal is where you actually remove the fat from this area. This is the buccal area. You remove this fat, so you end up with that sort of hollow. Unfortunately, when you do that, it tends to also age you. Like, look at Bella Hadid. She's beautiful, but she looks much older than her age. And that's because it seems like, although I can't confirm, that she may have had this part of the fat removed.
More and more we're seeing in the clinic, patients are asking for natural look, which means yes, we will use fillers, but fillers have to be used in a very natural way. So less big lips, meaning more defined beautification of the lips, but not as full as it used to be before. Use of the fillers not to make the cheeks bigger, but to lift the cheeks on the side. So the industry in general is moving toward a more natural and subtle look.
All of a sudden, the it world realizes the quote-unquote chipmunk look is not working out anymore, as many make beelines to get their fillers removed. They now want a more snatch look. Elegant lips, refined jawlines with a lot of volume, and guess what? It is all possible even with fillers.
Health is wealth, and health is incomplete without wellness. The World Health Organization says that health is a state of complete social, physical and mental well-being, and not just the absence of disease or infirmity. This episode of Health 360 talks to you about your wellness journey. I'm Sneha Mordani. Our first report tells you all about endocrine disruptors. Our stress, the food we eat, the water we drink, the cosmetics we use, the air we breathe, all of them have the potential to throw us off balance when it comes to our hormones. Take a look.
The fast and furious urban lifestyle has us all stressed. Eating out of plastic cans, popping munchies that are processed. Using quick fix makeup. Getting gel nails done so you don't have to touch up often. Using non-stick cookware. And the list is endless. Have you realized that the main cause of hormonal imbalance is due to all these factors? The biggest of them is stress. Stress is a known endocrine disruptor thanks to overproduction of cortisol in stressed individuals.
A lot of stress is coming from here, and the pituitary is right here and secretes at least half a dozen of hormones in the body, like a progesterone or testosterone. You know, like we need all these for remaining young and everything. And when these enzymes are disrupted by stress, you will end up having a lot of hormonal imbalances, and that's really shakes up your life.
The hormones are basically chemicals that are produced in your endocrine glands. They help control many important functions of the body. They help you with metabolism, reproduction, sexual function, libido, mood, skin, hair, and even sleep. Hormonal imbalance is rampant due to fast lifestyle and happens when the levels are either lower or higher than required. The imbalance can lead to many chronic diseases from thyroid, PCOD, diabetes, acne to infertility. In fact, plastic, makeup, toiletries that are not clean all contribute to imbalance eventually.
Use of plastic bottles, makeup, too much makeup, which is obviously full of chemicals. You start reading labels, start reading what all chemicals are present in what you're using. For example, nail polish. There's a lot of toxic nail polish around. You don't understand. They might cost very less, but they're very toxic. And you're using shampoos, sunscreens. They have to be good quality.
If one does not correct hormonal imbalance, it can lead to severe issues.
Fertility is one big problem in endocrine disruption. PCOD is another big problem. Then breast cancer is another big problem because they're, hormone sensitive cancers.
A holistic treatment is key to wellness. Keeping your gut clean, detoxing under medical supervision, and taking breaks to decompress to help.
I think holistic approach is 80% and the medications or hormone replacement can be 20%. Get your stress down, get your mental peace, relax, chill, meditate, get your breathing in place.
These days, experts also stress on adaptogens to bring your body back to a steady balance by managing both physical and
आज मेरा त्रिपुरा पड़ोसी देश बांग्लादेश को भी बिजली दे रहा है। भाजपा सरकार ने त्रिपुरा के 3.5 लाख गरीब परिवारों को मुफ्त बिजली कनेक्शन दिया है। भाजपा सरकार ने त्रिपुरा के 4 लाख परिवारों को नल से जल की सुविधा दी है और जब नल से जल आता है ना तो ये माताओं बहनों का आशीर्वाद का पाइपलाइन सीधा दिल्ली मेरे घर में खुलता है। आशीर्वाद मुझ पर बरसते रहते हैं। ये माताओं बहनों के आशीर्वाद जब जब उनका नल खोलते ना वो पहले मोदी को आशीर्वाद देते हैं। मेरे प्यारे भाइयों बहनों, वो दिन दूर नहीं जब त्रिपुरा के हर घर में 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी। हर घर में पाइप से पानी पहुंचेगा। भाइयों और बहनों, मैंने अपने जीवन का बहुत का समय आदिवासी भाई बहनों के बीच में, जनजातीय परिवारों के बीच में गुजारा है। मैं गरीब का दुख समझता हूं, जनजातीय परिवारों की चुनौतियां समझता हूं। इसलिए भाजपा सरकार गरीब माताओं बहनों जनजातीय परिवारों का जीवन आसान बनाने के लिए दिन रात मेहनत कर रही है। दिल्ली की भाजपा सरकार भी कर रही है और त्रिपुरा की भाजपा सरकार भी कर रही है। आप याद कीजिए, 5 साल पहले जब यहां सीपीएम की सरकार थी तब गरीब के राशन को, गरीब का चूल्हा जलता नहीं था। आपके अधिकार के राशन को ये सीपीएम की चंदा वाली कंपनी लूट लेती थी। गरीब राशन चाहता था लेकिन वामपंथी उस राशन को लूट लेते थे। आपने वामपंथियों को त्रिपुरा से हटाया, डबल इंजन सरकार बनाई और इसका नतीजा आज त्रिपुरा का हर नागरिक देख रहा है। आज त्रिपुरा के हजारों परिवारों को मुफ्त राशन मिल रहा है, पूरा राशन मिल रहा है। इससे सबसे अधिक हमारी माताएं बहनों की परेशानी कम हुई है। साथियों, मैं कभी नहीं भूल सकता कि दिल्ली में सरकार बनने के बाद किस तरह हम गरीबों को घर के लिए प्रयास करते थे। हमारी सरकार दिल्ली से पैसे भेजती थी, लेकिन उस समय जो वामपंथियों की यहां सरकार थी, उसको गरीबों के घर बनाने में कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं थी। वो त्रिपुरा के गरीबों को घर मिले, ये चाहते ही नहीं थे। 5 साल पहले आपने जब डबल इंजन सरकार बनाई तो गरीबों के घर बनाने में तेजी आई। बीते 5 साल में भाजपा सरकार ने त्रिपुरा के करीब करीब 3 लाख गरीब परिवारों को पक्के घर बनाकर दिए हैं। और मैं आज त्रिपुरा के हर गरीब से और एक वायदा कर रहा हूं, जिन गरीबों को अब तक पीएम आवास योजना के पक्के घर नहीं मिले हैं, मेरे बात पे भरोसा करना, उन्हें भी भाजपा सरकार बनने के बाद पक्के घर बनाने का काम तेज कर दिया जाएगा। एक भी गरीब को फुटपाथ पर जिंदगी जीनी न पड़े, एक भी गरीब को झुग्गी झोपड़ी में जिंदगी जीनी न पड़े, ये सपना और संकल्प लेकर के हम आपके चरणों में बैठे हैं। इस बार के बजट में मोदी सरकार ने गरीब के घरों के लिए लगभग 80,000 करोड़ रुपया अलग से रखे हैं। वो पैसे गरीबों के घर बनाने के लिए ही खर्च होने वाले हैं। साथियों, पीएम आवास के घरों ने एक और बहुत बड़ा काम किया है। त्रिपुरा में ये जो घर मिले हैं, इनमें से अधिकतर घर मेरी माताओं बहनों के नाम पर आवंटित किए गए हैं। आज गरीब परिवारों की, जनजातीय समाज की हजारों माताएं बहनें पहली बार घर की मालकिन बनी है। साथियों, भाजपा सरकार गरीबों की सरकार है, गरीबों का हित सर्वोपरि रखने वाली सरकार है। त्रिपुरा के लोगों को जो सामाजिक भत्ता मिला करता था, उसमें भी भाजपा सरकार ने रिकॉर्ड वृद्धि की है। ये भी भाजपा एनडीए सरकार ही है जिसने सामाजिक भत्ते को 500 रुपये से बढ़ाकर 2,000 रुपये किया है। भाइयों और बहनों, इस वर्ष के बजट में कुछ और बड़ी घोषणाएं हैं जिनका लाभ त्रिपुरा की बहनों को होगा, जनजातीय समाज को होगा। पहली बार बहनों के लिए एक विशेष बचत योजना लेकर हम आए हैं। हमने लाखों बहनों के बैंक में जनधन खाते खोले, अब उनमें जमा पैसों को बढ़ाने का प्रबंध कर रहे हैं। महिला सम्मान बचत पत्र में बहनें 2 लाख रुपए तक की बचत कर सकती है। इस पर सबसे अधिक ब्याज मिलेगा। साथियों, जिन जिलों में आदिवासी आबादी अधिक है, वहां एकलव्य मॉडल स्कूल हम बहुत तेजी से खोल रहे हैं। कल त्रिपुरा में भाजपा ने जो अपना संकल्प पत्र जारी किया है, उसमें भी आदिवासी कल्याण पर बहुत बल दिया गया है। साथियों, भाजपा सरकार आदिवासी और उनके परिवार का कल्याण और आदिवासी गौरव, इसके लिए कितनी प्रतिबद्ध है, ये भी मैं आप लोगों को याद कराना चाहता हूं। 9 वर्ष पहले कांग्रेस और सीपीएम वाले जब दिल्ली में एक साथ सरकार चलाते थे, तब आदिवासी क्षेत्रों के विकास के लिए सिर्फ 25,000 करोड़ रुपए का बजट था। आज जब भाजपा की एनडीए की सरकार है, तो ये बजट बढ़कर के 1 लाख करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा हो चुका है। इस पैसे से आदिवासी साथियों के लिए विकास के सैकड़ों काम हो रहे हैं। यही कारण है कि आज देश में जहां भी चुनाव होते हैं, तो जनजातीय समाज भारी संख्या में भाजपा को समर्थन देता है। अभी गुजरात में चुनाव हुआ, आदिवासी समाज ने करीब करीब 100% सीटें बीजेपी को जिता दी। यहां त्रिपुरा में भी मैं जनजातीय समाज में बीजेपी के लिए बहुत अधिक समर्थन देख रहा हूं। भाइयों और बहनों, डबल इंजन सरकार के सुशासन का एक और बड़ा लाभार्थी हमारे किसान भाई बहन है, और उसमें भी छोटे किसान हैं। बीते 5 वर्षों में त्रिपुरा के किसानों को प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि के तहत 500 करोड़ रुपए मिल चुके हैं। यहां गोमती जिले के भी 40,000 किसानों के बैंक खातों में 80 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक भेजे गए हैं। और कोई बचौलिया नहीं, कोई चंदा नहीं, कोई कट की कंपनी नहीं, सीधा किसान के खाते में पैसा। याद कीजिए, धान की सरकारी खरीद को लेकर किसानों को 5 साल पहले तक कितनी परेशानी होती थी। डबल इंजन सरकार धान खरीद से जुड़ी प्रक्रिया को सरल बना रही है। बीते 5 वर्षों में यहां धान उगाने वाले हजारों परिवारों को भी करोड़ों रुपए एमएसपी पर मिले हैं। डबल इंजन के सरकार के प्रयासों से त्रिपुरा के अनेक फल और सब्जियां अब विदेश एक्सपोर्ट हो रहे हैं। त्रिपुरा के रबड़ किसानों के लिए भी निरंतर नई संभावनाएं बन रही है। रबर बोर्ड के माध्यम से त्रिपुरा में रबड़ की पैदावार का एरिया बढ़ाने के लिए प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। ये इसलिए जरूरी है कि भारत में गाड़ियों की डिमांड लगातार बढ़ रही है। गाड़ियां बढ़ेगी तो टायर की डिमांड बढ़ेगी, टायर के लिए त्रिपुरा के रबड़ की डिमांड बढ़ेगी। इसलिए आने वाले समय में त्रिपुरा के बड़े और हमारे रबड़ किसानों के लिए बहुत अवसर आने वाले हैं। साथियों, भाजपा सरकार के एक और बड़े अभियान से भी त्रिपुरा के छोटे किसानों को बहुत लाभ होने वाला है। त्रिपुरा में मोटे अनाज की मिलेट की पैदावार काफी होती है। विशेष रूप से आदिवासी क्षेत्रों में, ऊंचाई वाले क्षेत्रों में काव पैदा होता है। ऐसे अनाज को देश अब श्री अन्न के रूप में देश दुनिया तक पहुंचाएगा। इसके लिए छोटे किसानों को मदद और प्रोत्साहन दिया जा रहा है। साथियों, त्रिपुरा में आज शांति है, अच्छी कनेक्टिविटी है, इसलिए यहां के युवाओं के लिए रोजगार की संभावनाएं बढ़ रही है। त्रिपुरा के पास टूरिज्म का बहुत पोटेंशियल है। विशेष रूप से आस्था, आध्यात्म, तीर्थ यात्रा से जुड़े टूरिज्म के लिए त्रिपुरा विख्यात है। गोमती, उदयपुर सहित इस पूरे क्षेत्र तो त्रिपुरा की पर्यटन राजधानी भी कहा जाता है। उदयपुर की पहचान तो मंदिरों के शहर के रूप में है। यहां साथ में ही भुवनेश्वरी मंदिर, गुणावती मंदिर, शिव मंदिर, जगन्नाथ मंदिर, गोपीनाथ मंदिर, अनगिनत पवित्र स्थान है। चबीमुरा भी पूरे पूर्वोत्तर का एक बड़ा टूरिस्ट अट्रैक्शन सेंटर है। अपनी इस धरोहर का विकास सिर्फ भाजपा सरकार कर सकती है, डबल इंजन सरकार कर सकती है। अपनी संस्कृति को हीन भावना से देखने वाले लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस के लोगों ने अतीत में भी कुछ नहीं किया और आगे भी ऐसी कोई संभावना नहीं है। आज अगर स्वच्छता के लिए त्रिपुरा को नई पहचान मिली है तो ये भी डबल इंजन सरकार के कारण मिली है। इसलिए त्रिपुरा में टूरिज्म के विकास के लिए, रोजगार के लिए डबल इंजन सरकार जरूरी है। इतना ही नहीं भाइयों बहनों, ये लेफ्ट वाले एक राज्य में राज करते हैं। आप कोविड की इतनी भयंकर महामारी आई, इतनी बड़ी बीमारी आई, ज्यादा से ज्यादा बीमार होने वाले लोग उसी राज्य में थे। अधिकतम लोगों को मरने की नौबत भी उनके ही राज्य में आई। हमारा त्रिपुरा बच गया। इतनी भयंकर बीमारी आने के बावजूद भी त्रिपुरा के नागरिक बच गए, क्योंकि भाजपा की सरकार आपकी जिंदगी के लिए दिन रात मेहनत करने वाली सरकार है। अगर यहां भी पहले वाले वामपंथी होते तो त्रिपुरा भी इस भयंकर महामारी कोविड में पता नहीं कितने ही परिवारों के हमारे स्वजन हमें खोने पड़ते हैं। साथियों, 16 फरवरी को जब आप लोग वोट डालने जाएं तो एक और बात याद जरूर रखें। कांग्रेस और लेफ्ट ये दोनों पार्टियां गरीबों को और गरीब बना देती हैं। ये गरीबों के नाम पर नारे लगाती हैं, लेकिन उन्हें गरीबों का दर्द कभी दिखाई नहीं दिया। इसलिए देश में जब तक इनकी सरकारें रही है, जिन राज्यों में इनकी लगातार सरकारें रही, वहां गरीब ही मरता रहा, गरीब ही बर्बाद होता रहा, श्रमिक ही लूटाता गया। इनके राज में कुछ इने गुने परिवार वही मौज करते रहिए, वही फल।
You are watching India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
are watching India Today.
Hello, where you're watching India Today TV. I'm Sneha Mordani. A quick check of the headlines in this edition first. Prime Minister Modi is sounding the poll bugle in the state of war Tripura, helms 2 mega rallies and vows double-engine Sarkar. Prime Minister is training guns at Congress and left, says opposition led Tripura into poverty. Delhi Lieutenant Governor versus Arvind Kejriwal saga explodes. Lieutenant Governor has removed AAP nominees Jasmine Shah and Naveen Gupta from private discoms board. Calls the appointment illegal. Sisodia hits back, says the governor is working at BJP's behest. Another arrest in Delhi liquor dangal. ED arrests YSRCP MP Magunta Srinivasula Reddy's son, Magunta Raghava. His arrest comes days after former auditor of KCR's daughter, K. Kavita, was also arrested by CBI. Rescue is pushed to find survivors of disaster of this century as toll nears 25,000 in Turkey and Syria. India to send 4 more NDRF teams. India Today is the only channel on ground zero.
Somebody inside thought he heard a noise. The moment he heard something, every machine went silent. A lot of people whistled, and that was the signal, and there was total silence.
And in some sporting action today, India has thrashed Australia by an innings and 132 runs in Nagpur Test to take 1-0 lead at Border Gavaskar Trophy.
Reggie's decision is out, impact in line, and wicket as umpires call Litton, so stay with your...
A top story at this hour. Delhi Liquorgate investigation is widened. The ED makes another sensational arrest. YSR Congress MP Magunta Srinivasalu's Reddy's son, Raghav Magunta, has been arrested in the Delhi liquor scam for his alleged role in the formulation of the excise policy and in kickbacks. This, remember, is the fourth arrest made by the probe agency within 2 days. Earlier on Thursday, ED also arrested Rajesh Joshi of the Chariot Advertising Company, who allegedly received 30 crores via his advertising company for the Goa elections campaign. On Wednesday, probe agency made 2 more arrests: a former auditor of BRS MLC, C.K. Kavita, and a Punjab-based businessman goes by the name of Gautam Malhotra in connection with the irregularities in the Delhi excise policy. Remember, as per ED charge sheet, a whopping 100 crore was allegedly generated via the now scrapped Delhi excise policy fund, the Goa poll campaign of the Aam Aadmi Party.
What is going on about the Delhi liquor scam is only the tip of the iceberg. The government agencies or ED or any of these agencies, CBI, goes much deeper. Clearly, the scam is going to be coming out. So we demand from Telugu Desam Party's side that a detailed probe has to go into this entire case, and what is going on in Andhra Pradesh, if it is further dealt with, gone into in depth, the entire root of the scam is going to come out. So from Telugu Desam Party, we are demanding that the agencies take it up much more seriously and uncover one of the biggest scams in present day.
Agencies which are working on the CBI and ED are working so efficiently that it took actually 2 months to actually get all the facts together, and the arrests are being made. So if it is a concocted story or a fictitious story for political vengeance, they don't need to actually do all this investigation. They can arrest all the people who are against us politically. That's not happening. So all these stories are cock and bull, and they don't add up. And the Bharatiya Janata Party is very clear about whoever has to, when they violate law, they have to go through the process.
Apurva is getting us more details on that story. Apurva, give us a sense of the kind of allegations that Magunta essentially is now facing in this entire scam that has really exploded, isn't it? There have been 4 arrests in just 2 days.
Well, that's right, Sneha. In fact, we're not only seeing leaders from the YSRCP who are being picked up, but also leaders from, people linked to that of leaders from the BRS party here in Telangana as well. Just last week, we had seen a few days before the former auditor of K. Kavita there. Buchibabu Gartala, he had been in fact picked up by the ED officials, and he had been arrested there in Delhi after he had been called in for interrogation. And today we're seeing that the YSRCP MP's son there, Raghava Reddy, who has been arrested by the police there as well, all in connection with the liquor scam. We also do know that this YSRCP MP there, Srinivasalu Reddy, he had in fact his houses and residences were and offices were in fact raided just last year in connection with this liquor scam as well, in several locations here across Andhra Pradesh and as well as Telangana and in Delhi as well. His residence and offices both in Nellore and Hyderabad were raided by ED officials there last year, after which he had also come out and given a statement where he had said that he is in fact clean and that his name being brought in was nothing but an agenda by the BJP. But today we're now seeing where ED officials have not only picked up his son there, Raghava Reddy, but also arrested him in connection with the Delhi liquor scam as well. We're seeing several names from Hyderabad and Telangana, Telangana as well as from Andhra Pradesh that are popping up, not only, to add to that of the list of names that are already been filed in the charge sheet there by the ED officials and the CBI officials there with respect to the liquor gate scam. Yes.
Thanking you, Apurva, for the moment, for getting us up to speed with that. We're staying with this. As far as the tussle between the Delhi governor and Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, it has intensified further. It's the latest face-off between the Chief Minister and the governor. He's removed government nominees of the AAP from the board of Anil Ambani-owned discoms. AAP-backed nominees included party spokesperson Jasmine Shah, also Naveen Gupta, son of AAP MP ND Gupta. They are to be replaced with senior government officers, as had been the practice in the past. The LG's decision is based on an inquiry report submitted by the Delhi Power Department and the Chief Secretary that had underscored AAP government made gross illegal appointments of private individuals as government nominees for undue financial benefits.
आज उन्होंने दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार द्वारा, मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की सरकार द्वारा कैबिनेट द्वारा पास 4 साल पहले पास प्रस्ताव को आज पलटा है। 4 साल पहले सीएम साहब के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली सरकार ने, दिल्ली की कैबिनेट ने बिजली कंपनियों में 4 प्रोफेशनल डायरेक्टर्स की नियुक्ति की थी। अब एलजी साहब कह रहे हैं कि 4 साल पहले जो फैसला लिया गया था, मैं उसको डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन के दिए हुए अधिकार के तहत आज पलट दे रहा हूं। दिल्ली की कैबिनेट ने फैसला लिया, मुख्यमंत्री ने फैसला लिया। एलजी साहब के पास में कोई अधिकार नहीं है कि वो दिल्ली सरकार के बिजली संबंध में लिए गए फैसले को पलटें। उनके पास केवल डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन का अधिकार है। उसकी भी एक प्रोसीजर है, मैं उस पर आऊँगा। लेकिन 4 साल पहले से जो डायरेक्टर्स काम कर रहे हैं, 4 साल पहले दिल्ली की सरकार ने, कैबिनेट ने जो फैसला लिया, उसको 4 साल बाद पलटने की एक नई रीति शुरू की है इन्होंने। कहते हैं मैं संविधान को नहीं मानूंगा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेशों को नहीं मानूंगा, 4-4 साल पुराने फैसले पलटूंगा, फिर तो 20 साल पुराने फैसले भी आप पलटने लगोगे इस तरह से।
BSES यमुना और BSES राजधानी, जो कि रिलायंस की कंपनियां हैं, जो दिल्ली में बिजली बेचती हैं, उनको आम आदमी पार्टी के स्पोक्सपर्सन जैस्मीन शाह, नवीन ND गुप्ता, जो कि एक राज्यसभा मेंबर के बेटे हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के, उमेश त्यागी और बाकी यादव जो लोग थे, जिन लोगों ने रिलायंस को 8,000 करोड़ रुपया माफ़ कर दिया। 8,000 करोड़ रुपया ये प्राइवेट डायरेक्टर बनकर गए, जहां पर पहले सरकारी डायरेक्टर होते थे, जो कि IAS अफसर होते थे, उनकी जगह आम आदमी पार्टी ने इनको डाला।
कहीं ना कहीं इन दोनों के माध्यम से एक किकबैक खेल, जो डिस्कॉम्स को आर्थिक लाभ पहुंचाया जाता था, उसमें से किकबैक स्कैम इन दोनों जैस्मीन शाह और ND गुप्ता के पुत्र के माध्यम से केजरीवाल सरकार चला रही थी। हम उपराज्यपाल जी के आभारी हैं कि उन्होंने स्कैम को रोकते हुए जैस्मीन शाह और ND गुप्ता के बेटों को पावर डिस्कॉम के बोर्ड से हटाया है।
Well, this is a battle between the governor of Delhi and Arvind Kejriwal. The tussle only has intensified with this latest face-off that we're reporting on between the two. The governor has removed government employees or nominees of the AAP from the board of Anil Ambani-owned discoms. The AAP-backed nominees included party spokespersons Jasmine Shah and Naveen Gupta, who is the son of AAP MP ND Gupta. Amit Bhardwaj has more details on that story. Does the Delhi government at this point in time have any option left to challenge this, Amit?
Well, Sneha, Aam Aadmi Party is saying that the decision taken by LG Vinay Kumar Saxena in this particular case is contempt of court. In fact, the central defense taken by Aam Aadmi Party and Delhi Deputy Chief Minister is that, the Supreme Court order in the past has given a clear mandate as to which department falls under which part of the government. There are 3 segments which the Aam Aadmi Party government keeps on mentioning about, that besides law and order, land and public administration, decisions on all other subjects has to be taken by the Aam Aadmi Party government or the elected government in the national capital. So Manish Sisodia, the Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister, is saying that LG, by taking this decision without keeping the government in loop, without taking the recommendation of the government, in fact removing the nominees appointed by the elected government, he has actually done a contempt of court and he has gone beyond the mandate that was given out clearly in the Supreme Court order. So clearly, this is one of the many debates or the ugly war happening between the Raj Bhavan and the Delhi Secretariat. You have again LG Vinay Kumar Saxena taking decision on his own removing the government nominees, disapproving of the decision that was taken by the elected government. Now it is to be seen whether in this particular case the Aam Aadmi Party government is going to reach out to the court, be it the Supreme Court or Delhi High Court. That is to be seen, because that stance is not clear. But as far as this controversy is concerned, the Aam Aadmi Party government is very clear. They are saying that Vinay Kumar Saxena, by taking this decision, by removing the two nominees on the board of the DISCOMs, has actually committed contempt of court.
Thank you for the moment, Amit, getting us up to speed with all of those details as far as that latest tussle is concerned. In other news today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has sounded the poll bugle in the state of Tripura while addressing an election rally. Accused the Congress and Communists of hindering the development of Tripura, claiming that BJP brought development in the state, saying that the BJP made the state free from fear and violence. He spoke about women empowerment in the poll-bound state, hailing the development of the state under the BJP. He said over 5,000 kilometers of roads are built in Tripura to connect its villages. Elections are to be held, remember, on 60 seats in Tripura on the 16th of February.
पूरा ये ठान चुका है कि विकास का डबल इंजन अब रुकने वाला नहीं है। इसलिए आज त्रिपुरा के कोने कोने में एक ही आवाज है, एक ही नारा है, एक ही जय घोष है। फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार, फिर एक बार डबल इंजन सरकार का ये मंत्र। भाइयों और बहनों, दशकों तक कांग्रेस और वामपंथियों के शासन ने त्रिपुरा को विकास के हर पैमाने पर पीछे धकेल दिया था, लेकिन डबल इंजन की सरकार सिर्फ 5 वर्षों में ही त्रिपुरा को तेज विकास की पटरी पर ले आई है। अब त्रिपुरा की पहचान हिंसा नहीं है, त्रिपुरा की पहचान पिछड़ापन नहीं है। त्रिपुरा में आए बदलाव का एक और उदाहरण ये चुनाव में भी है। आज आप देखिए, त्रिपुरा में चुनाव हो रहे हैं तो हर पार्टी का झंडा दिख रहा है। 5 साल पहले क्या किसी और दल को अपना झंडा भी गाड़ने दिया जाता था क्या? त्रिपुरा में ज्यादातर जगहों पर पहले एक ही पार्टी का झंडा फहराने की इजाजत थी। उनके लोकतंत्र की ये डेफिनेशन थी। बाकी कोई हिम्मत नहीं कर सकता था, और अगर किसी ने अपने घर पे झंडा लगा दिया तो घर के घर जला दिए जाते थे। आज भाजपा सरकार ने डर, भय और हिंसा से त्रिपुरा को मुक्ति दी है।
We have some news just coming in. Let's go straight to these developments right now. War of words over Telangana Secretariat has exploded. KT Ramarao has hit out at Bandi Sanjay for saying he will demolish the Secretariat dome. KTR says BRS focused on development, unlike the BJP. Can't hand over power to destructive forces is what is being said by KTR. Development proof under BRS to BJP is what he is willing to give, is what we know. The latest war of words over the BRS, over development between the BRS and the BJP is on. This has got to do with the Telangana Secretariat. Apurva has more details on that story. Apurva, what exactly has been said by KTR? And give us a sense also of what Bandi Sanjay said, to which KTR retorted.
Well, Sneha, what we do know is that, yesterday Bunty Sanjay, while addressing a public gathering here in Hyderabad, not only he had made a grave statement where he said that the newly constructed secretariat that is roughly costing over rupees 400 crores there, he says the dome of the structure of the new secretariat represents that of the time of Nizams, and that if BJP comes to power, they will ensure that the dome will be destructed, it will be demolished. This was a statement that had been made by Bunty Sanjay. Following this, KTR today, while addressing the assembly session here, he had also stated that he has commented on Bundy's speech there, where he states that there are some people who say that they want to bomb the Pragati Bhavan, which is the Chief Minister's office. He says this with respect to Revanth Reddy, the Congress Telangana's president, his speech that was taken a few days back. And quoting on Bunty Sanjay, he says there are other few who say that they want to demolish the new secretariat just because it has structure representing the dome. He says these kind of leaders must not, be elected into a position of power. He says, he also says that he declares it in this assembly that if these kind of people who are in power, if they come to power, not only will that cause destruction, but also it will cause these kind of propagandas to continue. This was a statement that is being made by KTR today in the assembly. This comes after Bunty Sanjay there yesterday had made strong statements saying that the newly constructed secretariat there, which has not even been inaugurated, in fact, that will in fact be demolished by the BJP if they come to power, because the structure of the new secretariat represents that of the dome, which is during the time of the Nizams, who have been in Hyderabad and are a long-standing
Purva Jayachandran, I'm going to thank you for the moment, for getting us up to speed with all of those developments as far as the bickering between the BRS and the BJP is concerned. With that, it's time for a quick break. Here on the other side, rescuers are pushing to find survivors of disaster of the century as the toll has crossed the 25,000 mark in Turkey and Syria.
You are watching India Today.
Over 3 decades, Business Today has delivered news, views and analysis like no other. Now, Business Today presents the future.
Could I request Mr. Arun Puri, our Editor-in-Chief, to come up on the stage with the Finance Minister as we unveil the anniversary issue of Business Today. This is the 31st anniversary of India's #1 news magazine.
BT produces a cover with an AI avatar of Pichan on its 31st anniversary issue. Visit businesstoday.in/subscribe and subscribe now.
Indian couturier Gaurav Gupta had quite a moment at the Paris Couture Week. We saw Cardi B don a piece from that collection at the Grammys. Cardi B wore an electric blue custom-made Gaurav Gupta couture, and that image has gone viral. Vivianism was the order of the day at the latest Marc Jacobs fashion show, a true ode to the late Vivienne Westwood. The Marc Jacobs fashion show took place at Park Avenue Armory. The fall 2023 collection had upside-down jackets, punk gestures, and was titled Heroes. The show notes had quotes by Westwood. The models walked in from pitch darkness to light, to the tune of violence. The clothes were wacky, they were voluminous to a very large extent, quite literally, with a utilitarian twist. Abstract expressionism was evident with dramatic shadowing. Netizens were left wondering if a ghost appeared at the fashion showcase. But on a more serious note, the pieces were quite the statement ones, inducing with a high tribute to the late Vivienne Westwood. The other viral moment came from Copenhagen Fashion Week, where a model dragged a tablecloth with her. While it was mostly meant for shock value, the job was done. It was designers Nana and Simon Wigg's presentation of their Autumn-Winter 2023 collection. You had Sarah Dahl, who was Simon Wigg's partner, who sat unassumingly on a table that had candles, plates of food half-eaten, and stained linens. And then, much to everyone's surprise, she just got up and started walking, taking all the dinner utensils with her as a part of her dress that was actually the tablecloth. Lifestyle Bureau, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
You are watching India Today.
Turkey and Syria continue to bear the brunt of nature's wrath. India Today is reporting, in fact, from ground zero, getting the very latest developments. Nearly 24,000 people have been killed so far due to the powerful earthquakes. In Turkey and Syria, the death toll continues to rise amid widespread devastation. Rescuers are battling bitter cold in a race against time to find survivors under buildings flattened by an earthquake. Miracle mission to pull out children from debris in Maharashtra. 2 of 3 children pulled out of the debris of the multi-storied building after 5 days. Thousands pray for success of late-night operation. Maharashtra was the worst hit by Turkey quake. Hundreds dead, thousands are missing. Rescue operations continue. Rescuers pulled a woman alive out of the rubble of a collapsed building in Turkey after 104 hours on Friday, prompting cheers from onlookers. She was buried by the huge earthquake that wrought death and destruction right across the region. Crowds chanted, "God is great," as white helmet rescue workers pulled out an earthquake survivor family from the rubble of this week's quake in Idlib, Syria. The rescued family was taken straight into an ambulance as people looked on in relief and cheered. India's NDRF and Turkish army rescued an 8-year-old girl who was stuck alive under the rubble of a building flattened by the earthquake in Nurdagi, Gaziantep in Turkey. There's hope against hope that many would be found alive in the ruins of thousands of collapsed buildings in towns and cities across this region. Turkey and Syria continue to bear the brunt of nature's wrath. The hope dims now for survivors as death toll continues to rise in the tremor-hit region. On Friday, the death toll climbed over 25,000. Claiming that words are not enough to describe this tragedy, Turkish president has said that search and rescue efforts would continue until no one is left trapped beneath the rubble. He said more than 6,400 buildings had been destroyed and that Turkey aimed to build new 3.5-story buildings in the region within 1 year. The security forces have paced up the rescue work. India Today continues to be the only channel on ground zero.
Son tespitlerimize göre hayatını kaybeden vatandaşlarımızın sayısı ülke genelinde 19.388'e, yaralı kurtarılanların sayısı 77.711'e ulaştı.
Rescuers are battling bitter cold in a race against time to find survivors. Maharashtra continues to be the worst hit. Hundreds are dead, thousands are missing. Here's a report filed by my colleague Gaurav Sawant from Maharashtra, where miracle missing to pull out kids from debris is underway.
India Today is reporting from the epicenter of the quake that jolted Turkey. We are at Karama, Maharashtra. This is the epicenter of the earthquake. This is where maximum damage has been reported. Of course, while damage has been extensive in several other parts of Turkey, but this is where the epicenter was. And where we are standing, this was a cluster of apartment blocks and markets in downtown Karama, Maharashtra, and not a single building remains intact here. Thousands of homes in hundreds of buildings lie completely destroyed and shattered. Lakhs here are now displaced. India Today is reporting from ground zero in Karama, Maharashtra, as a desperate race against time continues to locate those who still may be buried in the debris. And look at the extent of damage here. Multi-storied structures, and a lot of these structures were brand new or relatively new, but they just collapsed because the epicenter was very close to this place. It was 4 in the morning, and so many days later, authorities are still desperately trying to locate many of those who are missing. By some accounts, thousands still remain missing here.
The report and much more going up in our website as well. That's indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. News continues on the other side. Thanks for watching.
You are watching India Today.
Love Jihad, Tipu versus Savarkar, and now Hindu versus Hindutva. Karnataka Assembly polls slated for this year is turning out to be divisive. State BJP chief this week said the election agenda as Tipu versus Savarkar.
ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡ, ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಜಯಂತಿ ಆಚರಣೆಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವಹೇಳನದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಆಡಿದರು. ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಣ್ಣ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನೀವು ಸವಾಲಿಗೆ ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಮತ್ತು ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಭಕ್ತ ಬೇಕಾ, ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಬೇಕಾ, ಟಿಪ್ಪು ಬೇಕಾ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ.
Katil's statement has sparked angry reaction from his counterpart in the Congress.
And today what Mr. Katil has said on the BJP's agenda, that it shows that they doesn't have a development agenda. They have an emotional agenda, which is unconnected.
Meanwhile, BJP National General Secretary C.T. Ravi has compared leader of opposition Siddaramaiah to a dead body over his comments on Hindutva.
भारतीयता अलग नहीं है, हिंदुत्व अलग नहीं है. हिंदू होना है तो हिंदुत्व के साथ हिंदू होता है. केवल बाड़ी में आत्मा नहीं है तो क्या होता है?
What made Ravi angry was former CM Siddaramaiah distinguishing Hinduism from Hindutva.
ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಬೇರೆ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮದ ವಿರೋಧಿ, ಹಿಂದೂ ವಿರೋಧಿ. ನಾನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮದ ವಿರೋಧಿನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಮನುವಾದದ ವಿರೋಧಿ, ಹಿಂದುತ್ವದ ವಿರೋಧಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮನುವಾದ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಲೆ, ಹಿಂಸೆ, ತಾರತಮ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ.
In this face-off, political discourse in the state has gone for a toss.
ನನಗೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಎಡನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ.
ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಣ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಣನ ನಾಯಿನೂ ಮುಸಲ್ಲ, ನಾವ್ಯಾಕೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಣ ಅದನ್ನ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹುಚ್ಚುಚ್ಚ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ.
State BJP leadership is making a high decibel Hindutva pitch as they fight to retain power. Will it be enough to fight off the challenge from the Congress?
Opposition party Congress has hit out, stating that BJP doesn't have any kind of development work to show on the paper to influence the voter, and that is the reason they are following communal lines to influence the voters in the state of Karnataka. With video journalist Shivamurthy Sakairaj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
Massive earthquakes hit Turkey and Syria. Countries rush to their aid. Sanctioned Syria gravely hit. French protests, pension reforms. All this and more, watch World Today at these times, only on India Today.
आप रुक क्यों गए? गाओ ना बेटी गाओ।
The Serendipity Arts Festival is an attempt to bring arts and culture to the public at large. To remove the exclusivity of access to the arts, currently which is available only to a few, is to make it accessible, make it inclusive, and at the same time create a world-class festival which focuses on all different art forms at the same time. We have lots of exhibits, as you will see, of visual arts. But we also have performing arts. We have a big focus, equal focus on culinary arts as well. And also performance arts as distinct from performing art. So it's like an all-inclusive, a true festival. It's a mela.
Ghatam is basically a clay pot. It's a very traditional, old and household pot, clay pot. but it turned out to be a musical instrument. Say 5,000 years back, some artistic people found the tonality in the instrument, and they started playing music on it along with the melody. Started using it as a percussion instrument.
We welcome people from all backgrounds. There's no restriction. Everybody is welcome. We also make a special effort to be inclusive. So people with any kind of special needs, people on wheelchair can come in, deaf and mute and blind, people with learning disabilities have special programming for them. We have a special time in the morning when all of them are brought in bus loads of children from schools, elderly from the care home. So it is truly an all-inclusive exposure to all art forms.
The Forgotten Carpets of the Jaipur Court is an exhibition based on about 160 photographs of the Jaipur Court carpets that were taken in the year 1929. That is nearly 100 years back from now. And what had happened is that in the princely state days, the Maharaja of Jaipur is very keen that the history and documentation of his carpets gets done. But these archives, even after they were created, were somehow not made available to scholars or to people in the country. So for us, it was very important that an archival story of this nature is brought to the fore to the public so that they get a sense of the materiality of textiles and what it means to have. It was our privilege to have been able to bring this from a private collection onto a public forum for people to be able to see these images. Being a craft curator, it was incumbent on me to pick up an aspect of the crafts that I want to work on. And since I'm a museologist and an archivist myself, for me it was very important that the story of the craft archives be told. And Serendipity is also one of those rare exhibition spaces, festivals, which allows you to do conceptual shows that are not just around small objects and collections and materials. So the opportunity was too good a chance to miss on. So I jumped to seize the opportunity and put this exhibition out there.
It was lovely seeing this art. It portrays a very good picture and gives a very good understanding of the old ways of Kalim and Kalimani culture.
In every art form, we have one or two curators who work with us. The curators take care of the creative side. So we have experts from theater, from painting, from sculptures, so literally every art form. Culinary arts, we have some top chefs as parts of our curatorial team. So they take care of the creative side. We do the rest of the management. So organization, financing, logistics.